All right. How's everybody doing, man? So, let me tell you what God is teaching me, what God taught me today. First of all, what God taught me and told me was basically not to worry about what I could have done in the past or
Hell yeah, everybody.
if I'm
Welcome
doing every
to our
little thing
100th
perfect or right,
Joey
or
Snipe.
if I made a mistake or not, but to move forward and move ahead and do it the right way now. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I've been doing it the right way. It ain't me. Like I said, it's these other folks. And that was my whole thing. Like, I've always separated myself from people, right, who aren't positive or people who don't want to acknowledge reality. Like, I get away from folks like that. And I did. And that's the problem with the internet. But like I said, we have no connection, no attachment, no relationship, no nothing. And now y'all got to watch me win. Feel me? Not only do you got to watch me win, but there's divine confirmation on your community wall of what's coming next. There you go. So I done told you. I told you 100%. I told you folks not to play with me. I told you I got God with me. Told you I control the spiritual realm. What happened to these folks? Are they waiting on me or what? Sure. I didn't know if you're waiting on me or if you're. Go on YouTube, type in Batman the Alchemist. Yeah, my channel. Have a good one.
And then donate.
There you go. So, like I said, every day is a learning experience, man. Sorry, this cape is kind of freaking me out. I keep feeling stuff on my arms. What the hell is that?
We have our first what the hell is that of the
Oh, that's
evening.
a you know what truck. I just saw it. All right, here, give me a second real quick. I'm gonna do my videos like always. I'll be right back. Hold up.
Oh, Joe, you absolutely suck at everything. Fortunately, we're 10 minutes back. Even our dogs hate you, Joey.
Definitely teaching me. I think that all this is for my greater good, man. Truly, I think that it's meant to teach me things.
Fallout really needs to be made
And
blue. Can I turn them blue?
I think that's how life works, man. I don't think it goes the way that we want it to. I think that
I
a
cannot.
lot of times I think it goes the way we don't want it to, but in the process teaches us something. Hold on real quick.
Hold up.
All he fucking does is hold up. Hold up. Gonna go do something else. I just went live. Let me go do something else. Hold up.
Did you hear what I said about Fallout?
Yes, I'm working on it.
Okay. I'm just asking. Oh, God.
At least when you do God's work. But yeah, I think everything is a learning experience. At least when you're in alignment like me and you're totally in touch with your purpose and you actually know where you're going and where you're headed. But that's my thing. Like I said, this is definitely my purpose, and I'm gonna continue to do God's work and God's will, and the will of God.
His purpose is to be broke,
And,
smelly, and homeless.
Continue to grow with God and continue to do the right thing. That is not cool. Hold up. Might have to run. I can hear him.
He must be passing the dogs.
I'm hearing them. It's dogs. Can y'all hear him? But yeah, just got to pay attention. Like I said, what are we at? Like 122 world records. Getting stronger every day. Like I said, I was trying to do a lift today, and my legs tipped over for the first time completely. And I shouldn't be laughing because it was pretty bad, but I have it all on camera. I'm not going to put it on here, I don't think, but like it was pretty crazy, bro. I mean, I came down, fast. I came down hard, and I just landed on top of the bars, and it didn't feel nice. I mean, I had to sit down. I had to actually lay down for a little. It was bad. But I got through it. My leg is a little bit, messed up, a little hurting, but it's nothing I'm going to like go get checked out or anything. Probably I don't care. I'll just heal and keep moving. I usually heal through everything. Not usually, I always do. God regenerates me, but that's the thing. Yeah, I don't even understand. Yeah, there's a lot of physical stuff I go through doing this. Same thing with the steel armor. Today, it kind of got me. It's always in the same area, even with the neck protection. It's, it doesn't stop that or block that, but that's why I'm working on ducking down, because it's mostly when I put my head down like this, when I duck to, like anytime I duck to get low, that's when the issues happen normally. Or when I do like a kick, it'll kick back. And this is pure steel, mind you. You know what I'm saying? So I already told y'all what it is, but
So why does it sound
you
like
gotta
a
be one
coconut
strong
when you
dude. I mean,
knock on it?
to do what I'm doing in 18 gauge steel armor, and like there's nothing protecting, any of this area. And that's where it always happens, so it'll ricochet back, basically. It'll move back up on me, or it'll catch me and I'll get stuck right there, and then it'll just keep on moving. So here and stuff, probably animals. See if they're following me. Dogs. But like I said, it's just a difficult thing. There's always something difficult, but I mean, bro, I've gotten to the point that, I don't even know. I'll have all sorts of issues, bro, from it. Like I got to the point where I'd have like trouble swallowing and didn't know if I was going to be able to do anything or eat or anything. Like I've worked through stuff like that. So that's why it's just a matter of respect, man. When people speak my name, it don't matter who you are. You're going to put some respect on my name. Feel me? Like y'all already know I'm limitless. I mean, to you, I'm something completely different. I'm the immortal vampire for real, like I told you. And I just get stronger and stronger and stronger. And these folks are upset because they don't have an answer for me. This has nothing to do with YouTube. I have no back and forth. I have nothing going on with any folks on YouTube. All of them are just talking to themselves. And, they just want to be a part of what I'm doing. And they don't know how to be respectful. You're not a part of this. Very simple. Anybody who doesn't make my life better, you're not going to be a part of anything I'm doing. You just can't be a part of my life. I'm sorry. It's just how it works. If you're not bringing something to the table, and God told me that too, word for word today. What else did he tell me? There's a couple of things. Like I said, not to, I guess, cry over spilled milk, so to speak, but this is not spilled milk. But my point is, like, not to worry about mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. And like I said, we're just going to continue to stand up for what's right and do what we do here. But I'm all good now. I'm calm. I'm chill. You know what I mean? That was the thing. I felt like God made all that happen today, man. I think that, I don't think I know. I think God sent everyone over there because to show me like that not everybody's against me, that there's people on my side, that what I'm going through, I'm not going through by myself, even though I kind of have been, but that I'm not alone and everything. So it made me feel a lot better. I mean, that's all I want. I just want to be treated as a human being like anybody, and supported and loved, and I just always wanted people to stand behind me, man. That's all. A little support goes a long way. The people who are supposed to be there for me and support me in my life generally were the ones doing it to me and messing me over. And that's the whole reason why I went through all this. Had people just supported me and been behind me and wanted to see me win, like most families and most people, like all y'all that can't relate because you don't know what it's like.
Most people do
You know, I
not
would've
want
never
to
had
see you
these
win,
problems,
Joey.
but these problems are good problems to have. 'cause
Most
they taught
people
me
don't
so
even
much.
know who you are.
I would have never became Batman
Those who
had I
do
not
know
been
who you are
neglected. I would have never became
want to see you
Batman had
fall
I
on the
not
bars.
been through, I mean, tons of you know what. Okay. I would have never become Batman had these folks online not done what they've done. Like I said, you've done nothing but help me. I really sincerely have to thank you. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not going to
You're
stoop to
welcome.
your level. I'm not going to talk like you. I don't have a back and forth. And I think that's really what it is, what they want. And I think that's why they're so upset and triggered and pressed all the time, because I'm not like them. And I don't think like that. I want good for everybody, including you folks. I think that you should get it together, and that's about it. You know, I think that you should learn how to be positive, and it is what it is. But I mean, you all have pretty much already wasted all your time, so it is what it is, you know. But like I said, God will decide everything. You will be judged by God. You know what I mean? God's wrath is upon you, and that's just the truth, you know. So me, I don't worry about nothing. God got me, but you evil folks and wicked folks, you should definitely be worried, very much so, because there's divine confirmation on the wall right now. Another prediction of what's coming next. And every prediction I've made has come true, mind you. We don't got to rush it. I want you to feel it right now. I want to let it simmer. Okay? Oh, it's coming. It's coming because of God. It's coming because, like I said, I told you folks, I warned you time and time again. I told you don't play with me. I told you you're not going to keep talking to me like that. I told you you're going to respect me. Okay?
But we
I don't
keep
feel no
doing
way.
it.
I don't ever have to bat an eyelash or
He
lift a
told
finger,
you.
because God is going to handle things for me.
Really?
hell
So
is
if
he
God
doing?
is going to handle it for you, why do you threaten with the FBI and lawsuits and shit, bitch? Because all you do is talk about us. Everything you say is directed to us.
We're missing a what the hell is that?
What the hell is that?
An eyelash or lift a finger, because God is going to handle things for me. What the hell is he doing?
What the hell is he doing?
Is that affiliated with me, or what? Or are they trying to say hi? There's a whole bunch of stuff going on right here. What is going on?
What the hell?
This truck just parked in the middle of the highway. There's a police and an ambulance. Oh, that's why. Okay.
It's the paddy wagon. They're coming to
No,
take
he was
you
getting
away,
out the
Joey.
way for the ambulance, I guess. Yeah.
They're coming
Kinda
to
weird,
take you
though,
away. Ha
When he's getting off the expressway and he's going to turn anyway, that doesn't make any sense. But okay. Unless
They
they were
have-
looking at me or they knew me or something. I don't know. That's
How
why I
does
was just
any-
paying attention. That's what I'm
Weird.
saying. God always got me, man. God is going to keep blessing me, going to keep
What
protecting
the
me.
hell?
It is what
Shut
it is,
up.
man. Me, quite frankly, I'm always ready for whatever. And like I
Whatever.
said, I'm gonna keep on doing what I
Always
do.
ready
It's
for
become a big deal and it's very
whatever.
real.
That's the second
And,
what the hell of the
The
night.
Valley supports me, man. That's the thing that I really realized today is God did put me here for a reason, and he put me in the Valley because this is actually the perfect place for me right now and to start. And I think people do have my back a lot more than I think I've understood or
God
thought.
put you there because it's the ball sack of Texas. That's where you belong, Joey. Just in the shit end of nowhere.
So that's a good feeling, man. So it's what it is. This is definitely, home. And I think that's what they're jelly of and upset of because, they don't have a home and they never will. Forever homeless. Oh, for real. I can't win anymore. That's hilarious. It's just funny because it's all they say. So, sometimes they got to get a little taste of what they dish out, Like, I'm a good person. I don't even like talking like that. And that's my thing. I'm on here just trying to have fun. We can.
Joey, you are the worst person. You can't go around just telling people you're a good person. That's not how being a good person works.
Keep it all in kind spirits and have fun. And folks don't want to do that, then we need to go ahead and go our own direction. So we'll just leave them behind and they'll never catch up. They'll never be able to compete. And they know it. We all know it. I mean, they ain't coming close. None of these folks. But yeah, that's a personal thing. That's something with just these folks online. It ain't people, I mean, I'm sure it is, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to let God handle that. I think that God will set folks straight. And I mean, God is either going to judge you and deal accordingly, or God is going to work on your heart and, wake you up and have you on my side. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at that. So that's
Wait,
what you got to
God is going to have me on your side? I don't think that's how it works either.
do. You got to just be the bigger person and walk away. And that's my real true advice to anyone because, what other option is there? I mean, any alternative in any situation is just going to get you in trouble, get you in predicaments you don't want to be in. 9 times
Joey, unless you put on spontaneously about 60, 70 pounds, I'm always going to be the bigger person.
out of 10, I mean, it's never worth it. It's not okay. And like I said, this is all I just want folks to talk to me the right way, and that's anybody. So like I said, I mean, that's my thing. I've made it perfectly clear my position, and a lot of these people, they just don't know how to act and they don't know how to talk to folks, and that's on them, man. That's not my issue. It has nothing to do with me. Feel me? So it is what it is. We're gonna keep on.
Hell yeah, Shekels. They say fiber's more important as you get older, so that's good to hear.
Moving forward, we're gonna keep on winning. I said winning. You understand? And we're gonna keep on having fun and enjoying ourselves. And that's it. Let them folks stay mad. We up over $130. So I know they're really in their feelings, and I kind of caught up in the videos today because I was a little behind.
Joey. 2 months.
Like I said, that's the whole deal. They trying to hold me back, and they can't. Never could. And in the process of trying to hold me back, you've actually had me become stronger and stronger. You made me more and more unstoppable. I mean, that's what God told me. He said he's going to make me unstoppable. I'm the immortal vampire. That's the thing. They want to get on YouTube and hide and act like it's cute, like I'm like them. Yeah, but this ain't a gimmick. This is all real, and I back it up, and I've already proven it all. So until you want to acknowledge that, there's no point in us talking, and there's no point in us talking anyway, because, well, y'all don't have an identity. You have nothing going for you, and you have nothing to offer me, and, you just want to sit there and be, you're committed to disagreeing with anything I say. Like, okay, they're committed to misunderstanding me.
Joey, the minute you say something that's not objectively stupid, I'll be happy to agree with you.
Perfect sense. But that's going to have an effect on you. You see what I'm saying? And it has been. So it's
like earlier when you were talking about, I've got no reason to go on, I should just quit. I agreed with that.
It's no surprise. Like I said, when evil people, get what they deserve and go through these things, because you're bringing it upon yourself. It's no surprise. It's not going to be a surprise when all this karma continues to be delivered and come. None of it's going to be a surprise to me. And it's crazy to me because they'll sit there and act surprised. They're just very fake people, and they know they're fake. And I just don't understand that, man. You have to understand, nobody wants to be like y'all. They look up to me. People want to be like me because I'm alive and I got the human spirit within me, and I stand up for what's right.
People want to be like me because I'm alive. Yep.
Person. That's why I run around doing good deeds for folks and helping folks and doing the best that I can to help people. Like I said, you saw homeboy got out of jail today. He was telling me what happened. I'm not going to talk about it on here, but he was telling me what happened, and I was just talking to him for a minute, and he was super cool, man. I said, hey, you want to do a video? Because this is what I do, and this is my career, and I like to get people involved. And he was like, hell yeah. He was like, that'd be cool. And so I told him the channel. I hope he'll remember it. And, I was just helping him. He was asking me where the bus was and basic questions, because I know pretty much everything out here. I've been through a lot out here. I know a lot. So, and I told him he can ask me whatever he needs, and I'll help him. But yeah, that's the thing, bro. I meet a lot of people that get out of that jail, out of Carrizales. It's within the area. So, at the end of the day, it's kind of perfect for what I'm doing as Batman, and I don't sit there and look at criminals like they're criminals or criminals like they're my enemy or anything like that. It just, everything is always situational. You know what I'm saying? So he was a cool dude. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that I helped him, and we're always here to help everybody. And, it is what it is. I do what I need to do, and you can just tell by looking at me on the video camera anytime that it's real, and I'm real, and I'm the real thing, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this is biblical. Every step I've taken, everything I've been through, everything I've survived, all my challenges is actual biblical history. God told me this. I'm not joking. This is biblical. So it's why they had Kanye West stealing my quotes, saying I'm the main character in all of history. The main character in all of history is Tyree Sneak, me. And that's why these folks like in that church cult are funny, and I laugh, and all these people, because they know that they're delusional. They know what they're saying doesn't exist. They know I'm the biggest deal, ever. And that's why.
Do you ever listen to the shit that falls out of your mouth? They're delusional, but you're the central figure in all of history, and yet you're a nobody walking in Brownsville, Texas.
I don't play with folks like that. I don't come around them because you're going to try to talk to me like you don't know what's up, and all y'all know what's up. They want to talk to me like I'm not. They want to downplay my fame. or my talent or my gifts or the fact that I'm the anointed chosen one for real and they're all nobodies. It's just what the devil do. So we know they're all wicked. Everybody in that church cult is wicked. These people online are wicked. I mean, you can't get blessed when you're wicked. You're not winning anything. You'll never win because God is going to deal with that regardless. God always deals with the wicked. Always. He doesn't let anything
No.
slide. That's why I think you folks are funny, because I couldn't even understand why somebody would want to be evil. And it's because you're scared. That's where evil comes from, fear. That's where all them emotions you feel and you're spreading, right? And trying to project and promote. None of those feelings are good or nice. Like, come on, bro. Nah. God don't like ugly. You feel me? I mean, other than that, trying to talk about this and that, brother, I'm beautiful. The most handsome man that was ever created. I'm perfect. And I look the way y'all want to look to date. And I look perfect. I mean, this is my look. This is how I was supposed to look always. You know what I'm saying? I got fangs. I'm the immortal vampire. I'm not joking. I mean, how is it that I'm an icon and a public celebrity, right? And like, you think that people don't look at me and be like, man, he's good looking. Like, like I told you, I used to walk into clubs and women would be like, you're extremely good looking. I'm like, oh, thank you. They're like, no, you don't understand. Like, you're gorgeous. Like, you're extremely good looking. Like, I'm like,
Never happened.
He
oh,
say
thanks.
somebody said that about
so
him?
people,
Yeah, when he used to walk into the clubs. And
No, buddy, nobody fucking said that, bro. You fucking look. Even when you had all your teeth, you still look like you got fetal alcohol syndrome, bro. Your eyes are spaced too far apart. Your fucking chin looks like a moon, dude. You look like Jay Leno's fucking retarded child. You've never been good looking. Never. Never.
but in his mind,
Oh, yeah, in his mind, maybe.
notice. I mean, they noticed in Dallas too when I was actually living in my truck. I remember I went in a mall and there was this chick working in there. She was from the culture too. That's why people like Rob Wacker mad, because I mean, it's just the truth. Like, I'm a good looking guy, so everybody's
No,
kind of
you're
attracted to
not.
me without me trying.
No, they're not. You're
And it's just the way
fucking
of the world. It's never going
broke,
to change. I'm not
filthy.
asking for it. I
You
have
have like
Christina. She's all I want and need.
clumps for hair. You look dirty. I can smell you through the screen. Your nose is too big. Your teeth are fucking black and yellow. You have no fucking front teeth, just some disgusting little infected gum nubs hanging down, ribbed for his pleasure, bitch. Sorry, I went off a little bit. At least I didn't scream though, right?
so the only women that you can ever
Hi,
get
Rich.
with are women who are in a bad situation.
Older women with kids, and I don't
Older
want
women
to.
with kids or women who are addicted and who just need somebody, to get by. That's
Yeah.
all you can get with Joey. You never
Hi, Bear
been
Jew.
with a well-to-do, put together, life, everything going her way kind of girl. They're always better off after they're with you.
Yeah. They still dump you.
Yeah. And then they get their lives together and they move on. Roxy doing real good.
Cause see, here's the thing. Like I don't want to leave it at that. I don't want to make it seem like mothers with kids, because I mean I was a mother with a child when I met that guy, my husband. I'm not saying that they're all desperate or that they're bad people, whatever. But a lot of them are they're vulnerable. They feel like uh, they fucked up. They're never going to be able to do any better. They feel like, they ruined their life. Nobody's going to want, a chick with a kid, things like that. They're not at their best. Their self-esteem is not at its best. So you're a twildo, and that was when you were younger.
Yeah.
Now
Now, not
you
a
couldn't
fucking
even.
chance.
Yeah, not a chance. Not a chance.
Truthfully. And I'm not looking for attention. I'm not like a lot of you so-called women do. But, it is what it is. It's just not something I look for or care about, but it's always going to be there. It always was my entire life. And that's why people like that are going to be jelly, because they see what it is. He had a big frown on his face. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, the fact is that, people are always going to be attracted.
You haven't felt the touch of an actual human female in 3 fucking years, and that was Skeletor. So,
To me. I mean, I have a hell of an energy too about me, but yeah, I remember I went in that mall in Dallas and it was the same thing. They're like, wow, you're so good looking. I'm like, thank you. And I was living in my truck. You know what I mean? Like, I just had walked in the mall. So that's why these people are so upset. Because I mean, even when I had like very little money, or I was living in a truck, or homeless, or any of these things, or I was never really homeless because I owned properties. But my point is, like, coming up when we had hard times in different areas, I mean, you know, people, like, I always was still able to be me, and I was still resourceful, and I still never had any of those problems. And like,
That's the biggest problem you face in life, is that you're always you.
I knew people, I had friends. I mean, I just lived my life to the best of my ability, and I'm very proud of myself. I'm extremely proud.
Like, Joey used to say that he could cure cancer, and I kind of believe him, because he got with Jenny, and like the cancer left her body because it didn't even want to be around Joey. The cancer was like, "You sucking this dick? Nah, fuck it, I'm out."
Damn!
I'm super proud of you, honey.
You savage as
And,
fuck, Big
That's what
Daddy.
I'm saying. I don't look for attention from anyone.
Let me tell you something. You ain't
because I
never
want
gonna
attention
find a
from
girl. Let me just okay. Check it out. I know I'm talking a lot, but I don't give a fuck. You ain't never gonna find a woman to call you Big Daddy. You ain't that kind of man. You don't know about Big Daddy love. That guy's a big fucking daddy. It's the only one I've ever called that, or I will call that. Cause he gets called that because he's the man. He's the man. That's why.
See, Joey, I don't have to tell Shamrock what to do. She just naturally wants to, be a good wife. And I want to be a good husband. And we get along really well. I don't have to put her in a cage or nothing. Isn't that weird?
Christina, my girlfriend, and future wife, that's what I want. So, and that's all I want. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I mean, that's what I mean. When you got folks that want to go online and start talking, and they know everything they're saying isn't true. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that at any point. Like I said, you've accomplished nothing other than creating your own karmic debt, creating your own situation. And now you got to deal with it. Because I'll tell you what, God's about to deal with you. All of you. Yep. Well, mark my words.
I'm eating lasagna in bed right now, motherfucker. What are you doing?
It's pretty good lasagna.
Uh-huh. I was.
God is going to handle you. That I can assure you, on everything I love.
Keep handling me, God. Hey, God, can I have
and
a
again,
Coke?
I'm not like you. Again,
Can you give me a Coke?
I hope all y'all, I wish all y'all the best.
Here it is, right
I pray
here.
for you, because you're going to need
Instant
it.
karma.
For real, because God is pissed. Okay?
Is he?
Trust me. You think I am, good luck, because God's on another level with it. So God told me vengeance is mine. He'll handle all that. He's going to take care of that, and we're going to sit here and laugh at him. You understand? And that's it. You feel me? And not laugh at him. I mean, I'm talking about laugh.
I don't know if you know this.
Not laugh at him. I mean,
because it's not surprising. You don't know much about Christianity. I mean, that's not surprising, right? You don't even know how to Christian, right? But did you skip the whole part in the Bible about free will? How God gives people free will?
Yeah,
No,
Free Willy. It's that
not
orca,
Free Willy.
that orca movie.
It's that whale movie.
God told me I'm the orca.
He wouldn't know it was an orca, though. He'd be like, it's a black and white dolphin or some shit.
Yeah.
You know them black and white dolphins?
That's a half a sector dolphin.
Yeah.
like I said, I wish everybody the best.
Hells yeah, Bear Jew. Hells yeah. Hi, Blue. I love you, Blue.
So at the end of the day, we're going to keep on winning. We're going to keep on
John
succeeding.
Range
And that's
and
it.
John Cole. Actually, I love all you guys. All you guys is fam up in this bitch. That's what I love about our group. If you've ever noticed that, we don't fight. We don't infight really at all. Sometimes some dumb motherfucker comes in here and tries to start shit. We get him right out. But that's what I like. We don't fight nothing. We just all hang out and chill. Yeah. I love you guys. You guys are the best chat ever.
So that's about it, man. Like I said, God is literally regenerating me.
This kumbaya moment was brought to you by lasagna. It's what's for dinner.
Same thing happened with the steel armor today. I told Christina pretty much everything. I told her about it, and I bounced right back from that. I mean, I just keep bouncing back from everything. I mean, honestly, that's why I wasn't training with the steel armor for a good minute now, because of what happened, and now I'm getting where I can train with it. So I'm getting super strong. I'm not talking about just regular strong. I mean, I'm talking about strong to the point like I really am, the warrior for God. I'm God's soldier, and my name is 100% true.
Wrestling.
Christina and I were talking about that too. I don't run and hide from the truth of who I am at all.
That's because Jared's brother was using angles.
I sent you, not to interrupt, but before I forget, I sent you a picture of the grandbaby
right
in your DM.
Wow. He's in a foam pit.
I know. Lobster.
I embrace it. I know who I am. I know my purpose, and I also know my rules, and I know that I don't break them. So again, y'all want to get lost in confusion and translate everything and misquote people. Like, yeah, you're not listening. I'm not here for folks who can't listen. I mean, if you can listen, then cool. If you're on my side, we can talk.
We
If
can
you against me,
listen. We
you're
can
about to
also
be in. You're gonna
see.
be in
That's
for
how
a
we
rude
know you're
awakening.
full of fucking
So no,
shit,
it's been the
bro.
same result the entire time. And every time that you continue to get online and you're upset, so you want other people to feel how you do, you just built up your own karmic debt, and now God's about to deal with you. So you enjoy that and you have fun with that. Because
Okay, we
trust
will.
me, these
I have a no limit karmic black card. You have no idea the amount of debt I can rack up.
people's lives are spiraling out of control. It's in the reading. God is coming right now for them. And yeah, you got to worry about God. And there's no greater power than God. And God decides what happens in this realm and on this planet. And he always will. You understand? So again, you're not God, and God is about to show you who's boss and who's God. So like I said, keep on running your mouth now. You understand? And this is what I was waiting for, quite frankly. Because some folks, sorry, but some folks just got to learn their lesson the hard way. Real talk. And that's what we have here.
That's because he is an idiom, Blue.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. All right. Well, there won't be no failure to communicate now because God's going to make it crystal clear because he already did. And y'all folks want to run around and pretend you don't know. They're a joke, bro. Their entire, all their entire thing is getting online. They have nothing going for them and talking about me and saying things that aren't true. Come on, bro. We got nothing to do with that. Like, I live life. I've done so much in my life. It's unreal. Like, we have nothing to do with folks like that. So, like I said, this is privatized.
Some
Christina and I are going to continue to move
hobos,
forward.
you
And that's
just
it.
can't
And that's why they do it,
reach.
because they're trying to affect my relationship. And it's done nothing but make us stronger. Every time that I am upset or in a mood, once I calm down, we end up talking it out. And it just helps us. And that's why they're doing it, because they want to affect things between us, because they're trying to block my blessings. And you just don't get, these aren't blessings that can be blocked. God is going to bless me no matter what. Christina will never leave my side. I promise you that. And, she told me, she said, no, that's not true. I love you very much. And, she's doing her best and she's there for me and she really loves me. So I would never give up on Christina. That's the honest truth. It's just when I get upset and I'm human like anyone. And we all say things that we don't mean.
Yeah, I remember just last week I broke up with Shamrock over, she didn't dry the can opener properly. I was like, you bitch! Then
Yeah,
she fell on a doorknob, and then
that's right.
Then everything got all better.
I fell on a doorknob. It's true.
It's not a big deal. So
Look,
yeah, like I said,
just
those
wanted,
people ain't got nothing going.
like, yeah, he gets mad at her for stupid shit. Me, I don't care if anybody believes this. I mean, if you guys have been hanging out with us long enough, I think you realize this. Me and that guy have never fought in 22 years. Never. Not one fight. And so, I mean, we haven't really argued. We've gotten short with each other a couple times, back and forth, but it's always like.
But, kind of like Joey's always saying, we're grown ass adults.
Yeah.
I know when I'm upset. She knows when she's upset. And if we're going to say something that's going to hurt the other person, we just shut the fuck up and walk away. And then we talk about it when we calm down. That's how grown-ups act, Joey.
Yeah. We walk away because you don't want to hurt. You know what? Now I'm not like that. Like in my previous relationships, I mean, one of my exes knew that like if I was coming towards him, he would immediately grab my arms and put my wrists together and hold them above my head because he knew I was gonna fucking swing on him. And I would I would call names. I mean, fight whatever. But I've never wanted. I've always been like, I don't want to hurt that guy. So, and he's the same
thanks
way.
for going easy on me.
You're welcome. You could totally take me though.
I appreciate it. I do frequently.
Yeah.
What's your question, Colin? Are you talking about the lore with this particular cow? Because it goes deep.
Oh my God, the rabbit
They ain't got nothing better to do.
Colin.
We're going to continue to build. I think it's like 122 world records. Now I'm doing everything with the 18 gauge steel armor on.
Let me try to sum it up for Colin. This is an ex-rich kid, okay, who bent his silver spoon, lost all his money in Las Vegas, right? He's got He's got famous relatives, like his grandfather was a federal judge. His aunt is Carly Fiorina, who ran to be president and vice president. Um, and
He likes to think he's a gangster rapper.
yeah, he's crazy, right?
Also, he's
Crazy.
Batman and a vampire and the son of God.
Lost everything. He's homeless now, but he doesn't. You'll see, he's delusional.
Semi-homeless.
And now he's Batman. He thinks he's Batman, and he thinks he's God's son. And he, you just gotta. He's a misogynist, racist as well.
That's pretty much the long and short of it.
Yeah, I mean that's the short. That's the short. Yeah, that's the long and
God is
short.
great. God is amazing. We're gonna keep on pressing, and I'm gonna try to maintain a positive attitude and keep pushing forward. All right. So I'll talk to you in a minute.
There he goes. There he goes. He's also a divine feminine empress known as White Lavender.
That's true.
There he goes again.
He brought all of us fine folks together because he likes to threaten people's families with bodily harm, and so we all hate his guts.
Yeah.
And we're laughing at his misery.
Yeah, reincarnated gay master for sure. Basically, Colin, he's a giant, crazy, retarded faggot.
Yeah, he refuses to take medicine, refuses to acknowledge that he's sick, and just wanders the streets yelling at clouds.
But Colin, if you want to know more, just look up his name, Tyree Sneed, and have fun going down that rabbit hole.
And we're always here if you have questions.
Yeah, if you have questions,
we have cookies.
We do.
But I think
dark
that's
side
it for
always
now.
has cookies.
I don't know if he's coming back. He might. If we're here and not busy, we'll pick it up. If not, somebody else might pick it up. Who knows? Nobody heard that, but she said bye. Trust me.